How can we consciously approach relationships? All right, that is today's question. And this is number 43 on the list of the 144 fractal faculties of the Tree of Life. If you'd like to get that complete list, or the guide to the 144 fractal faculties of the Tree of Life, just click the link in the description and I'll send you the whole annotated list. And also, if you'd like to get a brush up or an introduction to the Tree of Life, just watch my video called Tree of Life, a short introduction. And hopefully that'll get you up to speed so that you can watch all 144 of these short videos, and be able to follow along. Both of those things will help you to be able to follow along with these videos. Okay, so today we're looking at number 43. And like the previous videos, this one, or the previous 6 videos, we are here at the 7th sphere. Okay, so the 7th sphere has to do with imagination, being able to, think through images, and to, project that into the future. But then also intuition, being curious and going inside, asking ourselves and waiting for the answers, and then being able to verify those answers. Also inspiration, watching others who are doing things that we aspire to, and then also being able to congregate things, so to take things in their concrete, superficial qualities and put them together into pleasing arrangements, the pleasure principle. And then also being able to put them together into original arrangements, so the creative spark. So we've got the creative spark, the pleasure principle, inspiration, intuition, and imagination. And then those all kind of come together into our higher calling for life. Where the A sphere is telling us to be a cog in the machine, just to fit in with the current structure, we are actually here taking ourselves as individuals and trying to evidence our higher, the best version of ourselves, and to apply it to our life and apply it to the universe. So those are the things that are kind of embodied in the 7th sphere. Now, the Tree of Life is supposed to be able to describe a map of our consciousness. And each one of the 12 aspects of the tree is a faculty of our consciousness, or an ability of our consciousness. And what we do here to get the 144 fractal faculties is we take these 12 different faculties all together in the tree, and we shrink down the tree and apply it to each one of the 12 aspects of the tree. So we put a miniature tree on the 7th sphere, for example. And so we divide the 7th sphere up into 12 different parts. And that's how we get 144, 12 here, 12 here, 12 here, 12 here, and so on, for a total of 144 fractal faculties. And so today, in number 43, we're really talking about the 4th fractal within the 7th sphere. So we're talking about, the fourth fractal of the 7th sphere. And so the 4th sphere has to do with universal law, universal love, and universal language. Has to do with cosmology, our ability to be able to kind of also intuition at a higher level, and really synthesis. So where the 7th sphere is about congregation in terms of the superficial aspects of things, the 4th sphere is about synthesis, between the functionality of things, the inner aspects of things. So the seventh and fourth sphere are very much related, but one is kind of on a higher level than the other, exactly as the map displays. And so the the seventh sphere is also often called the minor fortune, and the fourth sphere is called the major fortune. And so they're very related, and they come together here in number 43, which is called Get Up in Love. Stage number 43 is about being able to have relationships without giving them undue emphasis. Warm and fuzzy, fluffy and lovey-dovey. Please control that folly before we fall for the trance of romance. We sought refuge from the nightmare that was the late Bardo. We ducked into a cave that turned out to be our mama's womb. Mama was one of our pair of rents, one of our two parentheses framing our life. We chose them, apparently, by hiding in her cave or her womb. Sexual arousal is arousal of the life force. Libido is the power behind the will. Love is the focus of awareness. Romantic love has a specific target, a direction. So romantic love leads us to be entranced and controlled by images. Inherited from the Templars, the chivalrous troubadours, and the ruling dynasties, from Juliet and her beau Romeo, Antony and his loving sweetheart Cleo, steamy novellas, scandalous tabloids, sappy songs, and soap stories, all about romance of the beautiful people as they define it, without gender constraints. Our romance began by having a drink to assess what an artist created. Soon we're impatient for sex, oh so long we have waited. For pretext, we got together to discuss how the food tasted, gossiped about other folks we have dated, united about things we both hated, convinced ourselves we haven't been jaded, while we got so fucking wasted and were overwhelmed by our feels just before we made it. Romance is a good thing in its place, but we tend toward romantic obsessions that we highly overrate, including friendship and companionship, including nostalgia, sentimentality, and dependency. Romance has limits in that it is only the first step of a relationship, the spark that we can build upon, but that requires hard work. To build from the spark, from a romance to a relationship, we must get beyond the honeymoon period and start asking the tougher questions. When we endure ordeals together, we can observe our complementary neurotic structures balancing each other out. Before it's too late, let's see each other at our worst. That way, romance can be a learning experience to teach us all about intimacy, closeness, independence, and respect. Our partners and us are fellow travelers on parallel paths. For now. But our paths may one day diverge, and we may have to let go. No hard feelings. Romance, it's okay. It's part of life, but not the point of life. At times, we must let go of it. So get up, When you fall for the trance of romance, Romeo exalts. Okay, that is number 43, the fourth fractal of the seventh sphere. Get up in love. And we'll have more to say about that as time goes along. But for now, that is the end of this short fractal. Please press the like button. If you are so inclined, you can also click the link in the description to get my free guide to the 144 fractal faculties of the Tree of Life. It will just help you, be able to keep score at home and to compare and contrast and have the whole list in front of you. You'll just be able to learn the tree quite a bit quicker that way. And you can also subscribe to the channel. You can share the video with others, make constructive comments in the comment section, and you can find my Cash App and Venmo addresses there in the description if you'd like to donate to the project. We also will be having number 44 on this list coming up very soon, and there will be a few other videos hopefully spiced in that are related to the tree, but not necessarily on this list that I'm working on. So hopefully we'll be rolling all that out in the near future. But in the meantime, just stay tuned for future videos and have a beautiful day.